Thanks for joining us today. You're listening to the International Moving Podcast, your guide to moving to another country, brought to you by SDC International Shipping, LA's finest. An international move is exciting. It's a time to start over, establish a new business, maybe reestablish family ties, or retire where your budget will do more for you. Or maybe just the weather is more to your liking. We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you have any questions about your international move, please give us a call at 888-779-3962. That's 888-779-3962. Hey everyone, this is Jim for SDC International Shipping. Welcome back to the International Moving Podcast. Today we're talking about moving to beautiful Costa Rica. Now, we're located in California. We do move people all across the United States and from other countries as well. But I'm going to focus today on moving from California to Costa Rica. So if you don't live in California, you can more or less still apply this situation to your own state. Now, moving to Costa Rica is nothing short of an exciting, possibly life-changing adventure that offers a wealth of benefits. And I say that because I have family members who did just that. They relocated from the Northeast to Costa Rica, and beautiful weather, simpler lifestyle, lower cost of living, all of those things really began to add up in the plus column. And it's no reason why today in 2023, many people are considering this move themselves, especially when you live in a state like California where everything is so expensive. However, that said, it's important to be well informed and prepared before you make this journey for yourself. And today I want to discuss some of the things that you should think about a little bit before making the move. And I also want to highlight, of course, how SDC International Shipping can make this process as stress-free and as seamless as humanly possible. Now let's look at the benefits of moving from California to Costa Rica. Moving from California to Costa Rica offers many, many benefits that can significantly improve your overall quality of life. For starters, weather in Costa Rica is amazing. Warm temperatures, plenty of sunshine all year long. And this makes it the perfect destination for anyone who enjoys spending time outdoors. There's many kinds of outdoor activities that people enjoy there. They also enjoy surfing, bird watching, hiking, all kinds of things. In addition to this fantastic weather, the cost of living in Costa Rica is considerably lower than it is in California. Whether it's food, accommodations, entertainment, you'll find that your dollar goes a lot further in Costa Rica. And this can allow you to enjoy a more comfortable lifestyle without having the stress that comes with having a higher overhead and thinking about breaking the bank as time progresses. Another advantage of living in Costa Rica is that it has a simpler lifestyle overall, and this can be a refreshing change if you come from a fast-paced, often stressful lifestyle like that of California. The people of Costa Rica are friendly, welcoming, and it's one of the safest countries in the world. It's very easy to make friends there and to feel at home. Additionally, the country's slower pace of life can provide you with the opportunity to enjoy more meaningful experiences and to truly appreciate the smaller things of life. If you've ever lived in a city or just a highly congested area, maybe you already have experienced this in part when you've taken vacations just to get away, maybe out to the country or to a country like Costa Rica, and the differences are striking. So moving from California to Costa Rica, yes, it can give you a more relaxed, a more fulfilling lifestyle with the beautiful weather, lower cost of living, and overall simpler way of life. Let's talk about factors to consider. If you're planning to move to Costa Rica, there are several factors that you need to consider before you make your big move. We're going to discuss some of them right now. Let's start with housing. I know that most people find it's much easier to rent when they make that first step rather than put the money down on something before they become more familiarized with the area, more acclimated to their new surroundings. But when it comes to purchasing something in Costa Rica, finding a place to live can be challenging for some people because the country's real estate market can be complex as compared to ours here, and it can be tough to navigate it if you're not familiar with local customs and regulations. So it's very important to do your research before you start your overall search. Determine your budget, consider your lifestyle needs. I know sometimes we always tend to, when we look at the bottom line, kind of underestimate how much it is that we'll actually need, and things always cost a little bit more. So whatever number that you come to, maybe you add 10% to it just to be safe. Decide on the location that you prefer of all the locations, all the options that are available to you. And then once you have a clear idea of what you're looking for, then after that you can start working with a reputable real estate agent, because you already have the foundation scoped out. You've already determined where you want to be, what you like, what you don't like, because you took the time to rent and check out different areas. So from that place, then it's much easier to find the right property and to find a reputable real estate person that can guide you through the purchase process. Okay, healthcare, very important to everyone. Costa Rica has a universal health system that provides quality medical care to all of its citizens as well as legal residents. However, like many countries, the quality of care can vary depending on location. It's important to research the healthcare options in your specific desired location and find a reputable healthcare provider. I know that many expats opt to purchase private health insurance because this can provide additional peace of mind as well as giving you access to a higher quality type of care. Now, when you go there, connecting with other expats can make the difference between a smoother transition and a rougher one. One of the biggest challenges people have when they move to another country is the building of a new social network, especially if they're not really the outgoing, friendly social type themselves. Some people are a little more withdrawn, of course, and so that process becomes a little more challenging. But fortunately, Costa Rica has a thriving expat community, and that'll make it much easier to connect with like-minded individuals. Expats tend to, in general, form tighter-knit communities, which can provide a wealth of support and the advice that you need that will really help you as you settle into your new home. And also there's social media groups and local expat organizations that can be a great resource to you for meeting new people and building a new network. At SDC International Shipping, we completely understand that moving to a new country can feel overwhelming at times. And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way. We have a team that has extensive experience in international moves. Matter of fact, recently we were featured in a spot on CBS News here in California about Californians moving out of the country, moving to new locations, finding a better place to live, a better place to raise their family, more cost-effective, cheaper housing, all of the above. So we're happy to share our knowledge to make your transition, to make your move as smooth as possible. All right, immigration and visa documents. I'm going to maybe go into a little more detail on a few things here that I think are important for you to know. Moving from California to Costa Rica requires, of course, proper immigration and visa documents. Now, here's what you need to know to make sure that you're prepared. First, it's essential to obtain a valid passport and ensure that it has at least 6 months of validity remaining on it. The next step is to apply for a visa, which will allow you to stay in the country for an extended period. Now, you can apply for a temporary residency permit, which is valid for up to 2 years, or a permanent residency permit. Now, to apply for a residency permit, this is important to know. You must provide several documents, including a criminal record certificate, a birth certificate, a marriage or divorce certificate if applicable. You'll also need to demonstrate proof of income, proof of savings, as well as medical insurance that covers you in Costa Rica. Now, one more thought to add to the topic of a criminal record certificate. Even if you've never committed a crime, you've never been arrested, which is great, you can still obtain a criminal record certificate that confirms this fact. Matter of fact, in many countries, this certificate is often called a police clearance certificate or a certificate of good conduct. And this certificate typically includes your personal details such as your full name, your date of birth, your passport number, the states that you have no criminal convictions in or pending charges in. So the process of obtaining the certificate of course, varies depending on which state you're coming from. That includes California, but generally it involves submitting an application and providing proof of identity, and you can start that entire process. Now, it's essential to note that immigration laws in Costa Rica can change quickly, so it's always best to stay up to date with the latest regulations. One important consideration is that non-residents are only allowed to stay in the country for up to 90 days at a time. You'll need to leave the country and re-enter and renew your stay there, or you can apply for an extension. It's also worth noting that Costa Rica has a significant, as I said, population of expats, and the government is actively working on attracting more foreign residents. And as such, there are a variety of programs and incentives available for those looking to relocate permanently. For example, retirees over the age of 65 who receive, let's say, a monthly pension of at least $1,000, you can apply for a special residency program that offers numerous benefits, such as tax exemptions. So, concluding this section, it's essential to do your research. It's essential to do it because you want to ensure that you have all of the necessary documentation and paperwork in order to get this process going before moving from California to Costa Rica. Whether you're just going there to rent for a while and check things out and see if it's what you thought it would be, or whether you just want to go all in, you've already determined that, you do have to have all of this paperwork because, again, immigration laws change quickly, so you really need to stay up to date with all of the latest regulations. So, at the end of the day, in conclusion, I would have to say that moving from California to Costa Rica can absolutely be an exciting, life-changing experience. It has warm weather, lower cost of living, simpler lifestyle. It just has a lot to offer for people looking for change. And of course, moving to a new country can be daunting, but with the right planning and resources, it can also be a smooth, stress-free process. So at SDC International Shipping, we have the experience and the expertise to help make your move to Costa Rica a success. You don't have to go it alone. There are people here that will work with you, will answer questions, will send you in the right direction. And then when we talk about things like the packing and shipping of your belongings or how to navigate the visa and immigration process, we're here to assist you each step of the way. Our team understands that every move is unique, and we work with our customers to ensure a personalized and seamless experience. So if you're considering moving to Costa Rica, please don't hesitate to contact us at SDC. We'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions and help you get started with the process of making this kind of move a reality. All right, I think that's about all I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next podcast episode. Thanks for joining us today. You're listening to the International Moving Podcast, your guide to moving to another country, brought to you by SDC International Shipping, LA's finest. An international move is exciting. It's a time to start over, establish a new business, maybe reestablish family ties, or retire where your budget will do more for you. Or maybe just the weather is more to your liking. We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you have any questions about your international move, please give us a call at 888-779-3962. That's 888-779-3962.